open look. That three off the mark.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jins is checked in. Luke Babbitt comes in for Dante Cunningham. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Tyreke Evans. And a new group in for the Celtics. Brandon Bass is checked in for Tyler Zeller. Jerebko comes in for Sullinger. Jay Crowder's checked in for Turner. And Smart subbed in for Bradley. And the Celtics with possession here, trailing by 2. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Cole. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
It's Thomas outside. Thomas with another miss. Abbott. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll get things started. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's fun to watch.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jay Crowder out there with Jerebko. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Smart, and it's Bass in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. Omer Asik on a new team, but he's made an impression with his former squads. Jeremy Lin called him, quote, an incredible defender and a game changer. Kevin McHale said he's a big-time player in the middle. And remember, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau raved about his intelligence, relentless drive, and willingness to play for the team. Not bad, Kevin.
One of the premier defensive centers in the league, Doris. Thanks. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Sullinger comes in for Jerebko. And it's Avery Bradley in for Isaiah Thomas.
Well, not everybody in Houston was happy when Dwight Howard chose to sign with the Rockets. Omer Asik found himself out of a starting position and promptly requested a trade from the team. This offseason, he finally got that wish.
And here's Gordon from outside. And the Pelicans miss again. They push it up 4-on-3. Goes back up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Well, Jared Sullinger grew up with the game. His father was a demanding high school coach. The word is that Jared was actually doing footwork drills at the age of 2. Shooting regulation free throws by 3. You see how strong he is, and he's got a great IQ and skill for the game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Withey's checked in. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Evans. And again, no good by New Orleans. And Sullinger's father coaching him to a state title his junior season at Northland High School.
Yeah, Satch, one of the outstanding high school coaches in the state of Ohio, enjoying retirement now. And, you know, the season prior to that, they'd been eliminated from the playoffs after his father, Satch, sat Jared down for failing to turn in a school assignment. He was sending Jared a message, no shortcuts, athletically or academically. Message was received.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off. Perfect.
Turner with the steal.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely, Clark. They've got to have a tighter handle on the ball.
Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Now, we've seen a burst of energy from these guys, and their offense really starting to click.
And here's Boston. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Smart misses.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Asik dishes to Cunningham. Misses off the right iron.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Pelicans trailed by 12. Evans kicks to Cunningham. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And here's Boston. A 14-2 run over the last bit. And that is good. Smart's got his first points in this one.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jens is checked in. Davis is subbed in for Withy. And then for Boston, Jerebko comes in for Sullinger. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. Evans with it. Now guarded by Bradley. That's good. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Thomas. He's got 5. On the wing, Turner takes the 3. No good on that last second attempt there. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Celtics ending the second quarter with a massive 16-4 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and you know the numbers aren't that gaudy when you look at the box score. It's more about his energy and his impact.
You know, sometimes the stats can be misleading, but he certainly has been a big factor.
Davis and Asik patrol the paint. Gordon is out there with Tyreke Evans. And it's Cunningham in the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Tyreke Evans signed and traded to the Pelicans last season with a big 4-year, $44 million contract. Pretty big vote of confidence for a guy whose minutes had gone down every year after his phenomenal rookie season.
Pelicans trailed by 11.
Tyreke Evans is an athletic slashing guard. He's really gifted at getting to the rim. But I think his outside shot, the inconsistency of his outside shot has held him back a bit. Ironically, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, but still lacks that touch from mid-range on field goal attempts.
And it's Bradley off the drive and blocked. Gordon with no one around. Here's Cunningham. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
We knew what was going to happen with that one when he got his hands on it.
Yeah, you know, if the ball comes to him off the offensive boards, Clark, it's going to go back down hard.
It's amazing how many points he salvages for his team.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Tyler Zeller.
And Evans has worked diligently on his shooting. He had a bad habit of fading back on every jump shot early in his career, so he's tried to shoot with a more traditional motion.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
Cunningham.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
For New Orleans, they had shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
Crowder, he's checked in for Boston. Thomas against Evans. Crowder kicks to Thomas. The dish now to Bass. And there's the feed to Sullinger. And he uses the glass on the layup. Sullinger's got 6. And Evans, over his career, has bounced around a little bit position-wise. He played point guard at Memphis and coming into the NBA, and then some small forward. What do you think his best position is?
I think he's one of those guys that probably is a playmaking small forward or 2 guard. He's got ball handling skills that allow him to make plays. He can score. He's strong. His wingspan allows him to play bigger than he is. But I think he's a playmaking 2 or 3.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Luke Babbitt comes in for Omer Asha. And it's Pondexter in for Cunningham. Smart's checked in for Boston. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 5. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Sullinger. Can't hit. Great D that time from Davis.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
And finished off by Bass.
They needed that one. Their lead has been dwindling here.
Well, you know what, Steve? A few good possessions, and you couple that with some stops, they'll be able to pad that lead again.
Celtics leading by 4. Thomas with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 7 points in the game.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Pondexter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official. Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've gotten extra trips to the foul line here in the second, and that has to continue if they're going to complete this comeback.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hutchins is checked in, and it's Norris Cole in for Tyreke Evans. Davis, the pass to Cole. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Pondexter. And that one's good. And now just a 2-point Boston lead. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Six seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Cole missing. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics lead by 2. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. All right, now a chance to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Boston. Smart and Bradley, the guards. Zeller is out there with Yarebko, and it's Turner in the 3 spot. Pelicans trail by 4, and Smart over to help. And out of bounds.